Do I usually do it to that? It's February 5th. It's time for Watcher Weekly.
Welcome to Watcher Weekly, shot here in our breather office. It's a show where we kick back, chat, and answer your guys' questions to the best of our ability.
Today we're talking the show we premiered last week, the show we're premiering tomorrow, and we have a Q&A with the director of Homemade, as well as a very special musical guest.
At the end of the show, you guys are gonna have your ears treated to the sultry sounds of AJ Rafael.
Ooh.
I could say that more like a radio DJ.
Oh, yeah, do it.
At the end of the show, you guys are gonna have your ears treated to the sultry sounds of AJ Rafael here on Watcher Weekly.
That's good.
Let's get into the show that premiered last week, Homemade
No,
Steven.
first it's Chill Zone.
Oh,
Chill Zone.
Yeah, we spend a few minutes just chilling out, bro.
That's true.
You know, it's been
cold.
a long week.
It has been a long week.
It's been a long week.
It's been a long week.
But we got a logo up on the wall now.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
it's true.
I forgot that happened a while ago.
Yeah, that feels good.
It's good energy we have here.
What else happened this week?
The hair saga continues. My hair is getting very long.
We don't need to talk about hair every week.
No, we do. I tried to
really
do
don't
something
think
this
we
morning
do.
and I gave up. Clearly, I just gave up.
Honestly,
It's up there.
it looks good.
Yeah, I love
Thanks,
it.
Steven.
You either have to go all in or do nothing. And I think you did nothing?
I did nothing and you went all in. Because you are the resident blueberry boy.
No one's wearing a hat today, so I'm gonna put my hat on.
Where's your,
Because my hair's a little goofy.
Your Watcher hat.
I don't wear the Watcher hat that
Oh.
often because it doesn't sit on my head well.
That's true. He does have a
It's
giant
little,
melon.
It's a little small.
Yeah.
And it doesn't. It's like a thimble on top of a watermelon.
Doesn't look good.
I gotta say, this is my first week sitting in the middle. I think.
How do you feel about it?
Strange.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I mean,
What don't you like about it?
I just, you know, it's nice because if I'm over there,
Yeah.
I'm looking over here and I'm talking to you guys. If I'm where Steven's at, I'm like, ha, that's real funny. But now I gotta be
Oh, yeah.
be switching back and forth the whole episode.
Seeing all the comments about couples counseling
Yeah.
and me actually saying to the two of you, what don't you like about it,
Yeah.
really made me feel. How is your guys' friendship going though?
It's good.
It's good.
Have you guys still not
good.
hung out once
No,
outside of the
we
office?
went- I mean, it was during the work day, but
Have you hung out outside of work hours?
no, no.
You know what it is, though? It's like,
You tell me what it is, Shane. Be
don't-
quiet.
I mean, to be fair.
Hey, it's his time
my-
to
it's
speak.
my
All right, all right.
you know that phrase, and I'm not gonna say it right, but you don't like shit where you eat? Is that right? Wait, no, you don't eat where you...
Everything that you say is right. This is a safe space. Anything
Thank
you
you.
want to say, you can say in the Watcher office.
So hanging out with me is equivalent to shitting?
How do you feel about what Steven just said?
I mean, to be fair, I don't hang out with a lot of people outside of work.
You hang out with me
When's the last time we hung out outside of work?
last night.
No, that's not true.
I was there. You didn't know.
Wait, what? I thought we would leave this sort of vibe on the other channel.
The other channel? Oh, the Patreon Weekly Plus show that we do?
Oh, there's a lot of fun stuff happening over there.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. Yeah.
Should we tease a little bit of the, so I know with making Watcher, we're really sort of letting people into the making of the company, but I've also premiered on our Patreon a sort of faithful, I think, scripted retelling of the founding of the company. Here's chapter 1, which you can see we are this week.
I've been surfing with the dirty boys, cresting those crispy white caps, sipping up that sweet salty foam.
Now that's what I like to hear. Gonna be one hell of a summer. Say, why'd you ask me out here anyway?
Bit of business. I've got the Apple Man on the horn.
Ryan holds up his phone. It emits a voice, booming and lively.
What's good, my guys?
Big Apple Steve. You been on the phone this whole time? Just a little bit there.
It's almost like you wrote a
good.
textbook
That's
of
good stuff.
what happened, right?
Yeah.
That was accurate as could be.
Yeah.
Shane's a documentarian.
Yeah, in many
is.
ways.
That's why he has the beanie on.
Brittany's giving us this. So
Before we move on, though, I do want to point out the jersey that Ryan is wearing. I think it's appropriate to mention this and talk about it a little bit.
it's gonna be sad.
It's gonna be sad. I'll try to talk about it. It's been, 5 days since it happened? I talked a little bit about this in Weekly. We had a live stream this Monday, and it was pretty tough to talk about it because it had just happened the day before. But
You were not well during the live stream.
no,
I mean, understandably.
it was that stage of grief where you don't feel comfortable being even happy. I went to the memorial on Wednesday. One thing I saw there kind of just really tied it together for me. I mean, like, obviously it's a huge tragedy. It doesn't make any sense But one thing I did see at the memorial was this guy, Mexican man, as a Mexican guy, like Kobe meant a lot to the Mexican culture, but it was this very large man and he looked really tough. And you could tell he was trying everything he could to not cry. And then he knelt down on one knee and he took out of his jacket this Kobe jersey that he like neatly folded. And he just wrote, you know, may you rest in peace, Kobe, forever. We'll all love you forever. And he put that down and he just lost it. He broke down. And then this kid put his hand on his shoulder and the kid said, are you okay, Dad? He said, now it's your turn. And his son took out his jersey. He put it down. And then they both just cried and hugged each other. And then everyone around started to hug each other. But what that kind of showed me was he was much more than a man. He represented something. He brought people together. He brought families together. He brought people, strangers together. To say it's been tough has been an understatement. Like, I know I never knew the man, and then find out we lost his daughter and all the other families is just, it's just gutting.
I think about, you know, what his life meant to so many people. And for, you know, for me, it makes me appreciate everybody a lot more and it makes me want to say that to them, not just think it.
Because tomorrow is not guaranteed. And even for someone like Kobe, we saw him literally get knocked down, have the worst injuries he could possibly ever imagine, and every single time he got up. So to see something happen to him and he doesn't get up, it's like watching Superman die. It doesn't make any sense. And it really did ring home to me that like tomorrow is not guaranteed. Call your mom, call your best friends. Tell someone that you admire them. Because you may not be able to, because once they're gone, they're gone.
Didn't call me.
That's true, I didn't call Shane. I mean, he already knows I hate him.
Yeah.
So he doesn't.
But yes, it was a lot. It was a tough week.
All right.
I appreciate you both.
I
You,
appreciate
Brittany.
I appreciate
You, AJ.
I appreciate
you, Tony,
everybody in
Katie,
this office.
Josh, Lauren.
And we appreciate all of you guys too. You allow us to do something we love and
I
we don't take that for
appreciate
granted.
this hand on my shoulder.
Stop pointing out when people touch you, man. It's really weird.
All right.
You're the only person I've ever met who, when I hug them, says you're hugging me. That's strange.
Because you never hug me.
You're right. You know what, Steven? You're right.
Oh, is this a moment?
You're right. Let's bring it in here. Bring it in here, Blueberry Boy. Let's go. You just watch, Shane. You just watch.
I'm not taking part
No,
in
you
this.
too. Let's
All
go.
right,
man.
okay. All right, okay. There you go.
All right.
Whoa, there's a hand on my shoulder. That was just surprise, because I thought it was your hand, and then you walked away, and it was like, what's happening? So, Homemade aired this week. The reception has been incredible. We'll go through some of the comments on it, but I know you were very nervous about it going up.
Yeah.
A warm, hot, I dare say, a reception.
I don't know about hot reception. Hot reception makes it sound like you're like a record producer, and you're like, this shit's hot. We gotta capture the
one,
heat while it's
baby.
still in the oven.
You know
This
what, though?
heartwarming show.
Yeah.
It did feel like, I mean, I'm not a musician, but it felt like I was dropping an album. Like, we'd been working on this show for like 6 months.
Yeah.
That's true. It's
And then you drop it, and it's like, it's done. It's out there, and you can't do anything.
It's very good.
I can't wait to bring it back in the next cycle. We're doing tamales. Ryan co-hosts that one. We're doing pho. And hopefully we get greenlit for season 2. I don't know. That's up to
Shane and I.
and me.
We'll see.
Speaking of shows that may or may not get greenlit for season 2.
Tomorrow
We
you'll
have-
see the premiere of
The marker got kind of messed up, but it says top 5 on there.
Top 5 Beatdown.
Top 5 Beatdown. This is a show where Shane and I compare top 5 lists for a topic that's very asinine, yet garners very strong argument, opinions. And then we compare our top 5 list with that of an expert in the field, so it has some context, so it's not just two numbskulls arguing over nothing.
Well, it is that.
It
plus-
is that plus an
expert.
So for the first episode, we talk about fast food chains, the top 5 fast food chains, and then we bring in a Michelin star chef. His name is John Yaw, and his restaurant Cato just got named the #1 restaurant in Los Angeles by the Los Angeles Times, which huge honor. That was
LA Weekly, I think.
Huge
LA
honor.
Times or LA Weekly?
I think it was
LA Times?
LA Times.
Okay.
Huge
Oh, that's
honor
crazy.
named at the top, right?
It's the same list that Jonathan Gold.
Oh, okay. LA
It's the
Times.
same list that Jonathan Gold used to do back in the day. And
Huge honor. Huge honor is the new food critic of the LA Times.
well, actually, what's funny is
I just got that.
It's very good. Yeah.
very
It's
good.
very. John Yaw is going to compare top 5
And he's a
fast
good sport.
food chains with Shane and I.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good episode. We do have a trailer, so let's roll that.
One. Not both.
No, I did too. What you just did right there is sacrilege of the highest form. Welcome to Top 5 Beatdown, where we compare top 5s for a topic that seems completely asinine, yet somehow garners strong opinions.
I'm not a kettle chip fan.
What?
Fritos honey barbecue twists.
It's already laughable.
I think the only way Popeyes edges churches out is banana cream pie and then the rice and beans.
She's a wonderful mother, but she didn't take me to see Toy Story.
My number one is...
You know, I didn't come here for lukewarm takes. I came here for hot, spicy ones. And I know that's muy caliente.
I'll say there's a lot of occurrences on Top 5 where you accuse me of simply positing controversial opinions for the sake of riling people up. That's not true.
Shane is a contrarian.
That's not true. I don't hate stuff just to hate stuff.
I disagree.
Unbelievable.
What's true, the perception of everyone around you or your own perception?
Yeah, so if you want to see more of this show, you can like go to the actual episode tomorrow. Yeah, there's Top 5.
Question time!
Did you just put on a question cap? What was that?
Time to put on our question caps!
So this Q&A session is going to start off with our director of Homemade. So Tony, Kim, director, can you come take a seat on the chair?
Yeah.
Scooch over.
We're gonna scooch over. This is how.
Please.
This is a testament to Watcher's efficiency right here.
Yeah,
Slot in next
Very
man up.
efficient.
We don't have a mic, a lav for you.
We beefed it.
Yeah,
We
sorry.
really did.
But you look
Next
cool.
episode.
You look really cool. You
Thank
do
you,
look like
thank
you're
you.
about to drop some bars.
He looks like
I?
he's moderating for us.
Yeah, it's
That's
weird.
true. Yeah, that does actually now kind of.
Tony, marvelous work. Actually, our
Thank you,
viewers
thank
are
you.
probably familiar with you because you're in the episode.
That is true.
Yes, I am.
John Legend himself.
John Legend himself.
Korean John Legend.
Steven, did you go into it knowing that you wanted to show off the crew at the end? Because I really like that.
That's something that we did with Worth It, and I was hesitant to do that in this show, but it just felt wrong to not acknowledge the people who were making the show. So yeah, we know Tony's in the act break. He is very biased in the act break. He chooses Melody's sauce over mine.
He's still so salty about it.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Was a
because
soft salty too?
A little bit.
oh man, look, Melody worked you like a what do you people work on? Like homework, okay? She worked you like homework. Okay.
He took 3 seconds to think of that.
I want to know because I was not really plugged into your process. Tony, how did you get involved in this? How did you guys?
I think we were just hanging out. We were just talking about how we wanted to work with each other. You know, I just love food too.
Yeah.
And this just kind of came about naturally.
We've been friends for a while. We actually met in the streets of Hongdae in Korea.
Really? Or did you guys just
Hongdae.
happen to
Hongdae?
be there at the same time?
Where's that?
It was
It was so
pretty
random.
crazy. Yeah.
We wanna go,
How did you meet each other?
Back in the day.
I feel a tap on my shoulder. I turn around,
Did you say there's a tap on my shoulder?
and it's this guy. He's like, "Hey, I'm Tony. You know, I love your work. I'm also friends with Kirby, our mutual friend." Yeah, I was like, "Oh, this guy's cool." And then we like partied together in Korea.
Whoa, party boy.
But Tony's been really special because he's like a director for music videos and shorts, and I mean a lot of stuff. You actually do a lot of photography as well.
I do a lot of photography.
You know, Tony K Films on Instagram. This guy shoots photography for a K-pop star, Tiffany Young. You guys are familiar with her?
Yeah.
You are? Oh, wow. Okay. We should get
not,
Tiffany
but-
on this show.
Come through, Tiffany.
Come through.
And I will say the cinematography in this show is heads and shoulders above
Thank
any
you.
other show we have, to an almost upsetting level where I'm like, first off, it is so cruel that Top 5 Beatdown has to come after Homemade. Can we talk about that for a second? That's
Yeah.
a show shot in my living room.
Yeah, before we shot that show in your living room, I said, do you maybe want to clean up the kitchen a little bit? And Ryan said, no. But
I
there
wanted
was
it
just
to be
trash everywhere.
I'd actually purposely made the living room more messy that week.
Yeah. Do we want to move on to some viewer questions about
Yes.
Homemade?
Yeah.
Do
Yes,
it.
let's do it.
All right. These are submitted from YouTube, from Twitter, from Patreon. We are Watcher, we are Watcher, we are Watcher.
This is the closest all three of us have ever
I know,
sat.
it's a little weird.
I can
Watcher
smell your breath.
Entertainment.
It's
Watcher
clean. It's
Entertainment.
clean. He's got clean breath.
Patreon.com/Watcher.
Very clean breath.
Very clean, very clean. You know what? First, I'm gonna just because we usually take a lot of questions. I want to run through just a lightning round of some feedback we got on
Yeah,
this
let's do
episode. So Skeeter McMuffin from YouTube says this whole episode felt like a big hug. I can't wait to see the next one. Sophia Ifos from YouTube. This show has already already so soft and comforting, it's definitely going to be my go-to comfort show, I can already tell. Keith Withers from Patreon. Steven, I loved the pilot episode for Homemade. This actually reminded me of making pierogies from scratch with my grandmother when I was younger.
Pierogi.
That's a good episode.
Yeah, it would be good. K Low from YouTube. I love this show. I knew from the trailer that it would be my favorite, and it is. My favorite Lunar New Year memory was watching Vancouver's Chinatown Parade last year with my kids. They really enjoyed the dragon dancers and all the beautiful clothes and music. Learning new things about other cultures is always great. And Alex Gong from YouTube says, loved this. Brought back memories of making dumplings with my family over Christmas. Asian American crossover. Can't wait for more episodes. This is the series from Watcher I've been most excited about so far.
Wow.
Wait till you see top 5. Let's just put it that way.
Top 5.
No, it's not going to be like this. Homemade's dragging out the dotes. The anecdotes.
Oh, dragging out the dotes. I love that. Dragging out the dotes.
Dragging out those dotes. That's what Lim does.
I'm Steven Lim, and I drag out them dotes.
So yeah, let's move on to a question. I think this will open up a little discussion. This is from Twitter. Aaron98 says, Homemade was so cute. My question is, how hard was it to find families to help out with your shows, or did everyone agree to help out right off the bat? I know at the end of the show,
Right.
you have a little card sort of calling on people to...
It says, we need your help, and
Yeah.
we literally need your help. Because it is, it's been tough. I mean, you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, it's been a challenge, but I feel like once we start rolling out more episodes, it's gonna help get the momentum going. But yeah, in the first couple months, it's just reaching out to our own circles, and the challenge of that is really getting those people comfortable on camera.
That's why I love it, though. Because
Yeah.
the people that we're featuring have never been on camera before. They have a lot of nervousness around that, but that's what makes it, like, not just feel real, but be real.
I mean, luckily the crew's pretty small. You're not very imposing. You're not showing up with...
No.
Thankfully, Tony doesn't demand too much in his
Let's
directors.
retake that.
You're not working them like dough. I did it again.
We retake that story, except maybe give a shit this next one. Thanks.
Get some tears going.
Yeah.
Thanks.
But I think once they start making it, they're comfortable.
Yeah, because at that
Yeah.
point
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
sort of they're in their zone, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ooh, you got to make a calzone episode.
Steven does love those zones.
Yeah.
I saw some other questions about this. This sort of ties into this question. Would you be open to traveling around if people are like, well, I'd love to submit for this, but I'm in Tennessee or I'm in, well, heck, South America. Is it only Los Angeles? Would you like to go other places?
Oh yeah, we would love to travel. We would love to travel.
As the person who is in charge of the budget over here, we are going to look for a sponsor. So if you're out there and could help us fly us out to Japan, South America. But yeah, right now, probably most of the show is going to be in Los Angeles, and then maybe like a few episodes here and there when there's a really striking story that we have to cover.
Worth noting, we'll be answering more Patreon questions on Watch a Weekly Plus, which you can pop into over on our Patreon. This is from Levia Lovelace. Hey, Steven, for Homemade, I was wondering if you might consider covering some First Nations / Native American or Canadian traditional dishes. It's a very underrated cultural dish with little to no exposure. If your budget allowed, an episode set in northern Canada to learn about Gitsan food would be so cool.
I've never. What is the food? Gitsan?
Gitsan? I don't know if I'm
Never
pronouncing
heard of that.
But
I've
yeah,
never
I
heard
saw
of
that.
either.
Here's what I love about this show. It does have the potential to just cover a lot of stuff that you don't see covered. And I can see, that's the great thing about it.
I do want to do something like that, but a Thanksgiving episode around Native Americans.
Yeah.
Truly, who are the Americans here? Oh, we have a knock on the door.
A musical guest.
The UPS guy. Oh, hey, how's it going?
What's up?
I've been replaced by a box.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Let's
What's
get
in
that
the
box out of
box?
here. What is in that box?
I don't know. What is in that box?
Here's one. I'm going to read the comment first and then I'll say who it's from. This is from YouTube. Everything Watcher has released is great, but this is the best in my opinion. It shows the more professional and put together side of their company rather than the typical chaotic energy of the Ghoul Boys. It's a different kind of energy.
Who said
and
this?
I'm here
Who said
for it.
this? Who said that?
This person who was critical of our typical chaotic energy. This is from Andrew Fart Beldman.
Andrew Fart Beltman. Huh?
Uh-oh.
Well, I appreciate your feedback, Andrew Fart Beltman. I think what you said was very nice and concise. And you know what? I just hope you have a really good day.
I actually did like this comment because I think it does speak to a fun thing about our weird dynamic, is that I am inspired by Steven's shows to...
But not mine.
Brittany's alerting us. What happened? Are you okay?
She's
6
saying
minutes.
6 minutes.
So we got
15 minutes.
15.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we should wrap this up. Maybe one more question.
Yeah, one more question for
We got
Homemade.
one more question. This is from Twitter, Professor Eugenius. At Steven, just want to let you know that ... Gordon Ramsay is proud of you. Now, I don't know if this person, but I put that on there because I genuinely think that if Gordon Ramsay watched this show,
You think it sucks? You think it sucks?
This sucks. I think he'd love it.
I don't know.
I think he would. Because outside of his Kitchen Nightmares stuff, he is a huge champion of chefs and...
True.
I also hear
this
he's a
is
lovely
the
man.
antithesis of every Gordon Ramsay show I've ever seen, though.
But have you watched Kitchen Nightmares in the UK? Because it's a lot softer and a lot gentler. The stuff he does in America is really played up.
Oh
Have
yeah,
you seen?
I've seen it.
Yeah, like
He's
he's
a lot nicer. He
He's
doesn't
a very
yell.
nice
gentle
man.
man.
He's a very nice man.
It's just American TV.
It's weird. I have one last comment on Homemade from my mother. Homemade equals home run, out of the park. Loved it. Please let Steven know we loved it.
Aw.
Homemade. Mom approved.
What's your mom's name?
Sherry.
Sherry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Shout out to the editors.
Yeah, we got some really
There was actually a
good
comment
editors
that I
here.
had on my phone about the editors. You know what? I'm just gonna bring it.
Go get it.
This comes from John Thick on YouTube. Thick with 2 C's.
Oh.
The real MVP of Watcher is the editing. Anyone else feel like all of their shows feel so slick to watch? I agree.
Yeah.
And that's because we have Tony Slices, Lauren Yamin, and Josh Richardson on the keys, as well as Stephen Castro.
Josh Richardson going, boo-doo-doo-boo-boo-boo. You know what I'm talking about? Let's do a couple of these real quick. And
I'm just
then,
waiting to see how long this bit goes with Ryan.
okay.
Oh, we're on playing the music. They're gonna put an instrumental under this so it could just provide the background.
Here's one from the Diplococcus. No, skip?
No.
Okay.
You can
Read
take
it.
it. Read
Read
it.
it.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
saying
This is the last
'cause
one.
I'm
All right,
not
last one. If you haven't been paying
by-
attention, the Diplococcus is our social media enemy. He pops up, they pop up in all of our comments.
You know what
These
I
are
realized? It's not he, it's not they, it's it.
It's our nemesis.
Yeah, it's it. It's,
Like,
it's
like
not
the
even
scary clown?
it.
Popcorn.
I see you, it.
I see the boys really do want to play, smiley face.
Whoa, this is a paragraph.
Then play we shall, but not before I knock Ryan back on his heels with this little bit of information. Your window squirrel is not called Lenny. Do you really believe he would reveal his true name?
Oddly sinister laugh.
I don't know. It's time to make you work and think. Shane, if this is too difficult for you and you would prefer a coloring book instead, I'm sure one of the adults will go and get one for you. He. A little clue there, they spelled coloring with a U. There might be a prize if you can follow the trail of clues to the end. There might not. You refused my Watcher Weekly Plus request, so I am not feeling generous. You have already read your first clue to my identity. The rest of the trail begins here. And then they provided a bunch of Morse code, which I decoded. And it says, to keep up with my cryptic trolling, you will need a book by J.K. Rowling.
Wait a second, did he really write Morse code?
Yeah. I mean, it's not hard.
not
You just
hard.
translate it
Yeah.
online.
Oh.
How could he have ever translated something in Morse code?
Oh, I'm sorry.
If we gotta buy a Harry Potter book to decode your little clues, I might be out, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
the
like-
Diplodocus, you know.
I bailed
just-
on those books on book
I like
5.
those
Tony,
books.
you read the Potters?
I read the first one and I stopped.
Well, I read all of them. I wouldn't say I'm a pothead by any means, but I will say that I do
I'd
like
say
them.
you are.
I enjoy the movies.
Hi, I'm Ryan Bergara, and I'm a pothead.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you guys for having me, and thank you to everyone that's watched it and left positive reviews, and yeah, we're just inspired to make more.
Yeah, you killed it, Tony.
You're an
Thank you,
old
thank
dude. Positive reviews? Like
Positive
comment?
reviews?
No, oh wait, no, that's what you say when like we're
You're
at a
an
restaurant.
old dude?
No, like
Oh,
that's what you
Steven,
say
what a
like in the
cruel man.
50s.
Well, that does it for the question and answer section, but to wrap out the show, we are now going to sail into the sunset with a musical guest.
Oh.
Please welcome AJ Rafael.
You're gone, and I can't accept that you won't be a drive away. You left, and I chose to stay. You're gone, and I won't believe that you can't be a kiss away. You left, and I'm here to stay. So where do we go from here? Where do we go? I can't get you out of my head. I wish I didn't want this anymore. I fell for you so hard. Now I'm dreaming about you every single night. And now it's clear that waking up sucks. Waking up sucks sometimes. It's late, and I've just been waiting for a message to arrive. I can't just fall asleep. And you're there, and probably wondering when I'll get over all this. Well, I can't, so just let me be. So where do we go from here? Where do we go? And I can't get you out of my head. I wish I didn't want this anymore. I fell for you so hard. Now I'm dreaming about you every single night. I can't get you out of my head. I wish I didn't want this anymore. And now it's clear that waking up sucks. Waking up sucks sometimes. I hope that you notice how much I'm missing you right now. The rain is pouring down on me. Don't leave. And I can't get you out of my head. Wish I didn't want this anymore. I fell for you so hard. Now I'm dreaming about you every single night. And now it's clear that waking up sucks. Waking up sucks sometimes. You left, I chose to stay.
This came out 6 days ago, so thank y'all for letting me perform this on your show.
And thank you
Really
for premiering
appreciate
it with us. And now, AJ, if you could just riff a little on guitar, we'll play us out here.
Play us out.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for watching Watcher Weekly. That does it for this show. Make sure you leave comments on the next episode and on our aforementioned social media accounts, and maybe you'll be on the next episode of Watcher Weekly. And yeah. You got anything else to say, big guy? No, we're good. See y'all later. And thank you to AJ Rafael again.
And Tony.
Kobe, go Kobe.
For Kobe.
Kobe, let's go. Hey Tony. Hey Tony. Hey Tony.